Hi guys, next to me is the 718 Cayman GT4 RS, and all over the internet you see a massive hype over this car. So here are my 5 reasons why it's worth the hype, one of the best performance sports cars on the market at the moment. Number 1 is going to be the engine and performance. Whilst we still find the base 718 setup with rear-wheel drive and mid-engined, a 4-litre flat 6, this engine actually comes from a GT3 motorsport-derived car, which means we get 500 brake horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. It redlines out at a whopping 9,000 RPM, 7-speed dual clutch, and a 0 to 60 time of just 3.4 seconds. Plus a top speed of 196 miles an hour. These are some mega impressive facts. The thing is, we all know the GT3 engine is there for performance and just, it's an incredible engine. Don't get me wrong, the GT4 engine is amazing, but this just makes it seem tame. The noise, the power delivery, the way the gearbox drops down in PDK Sport so aggressively, it is just literally amazing. Right, listen to this drop back. To give you guys some sense of what it actually sounds like from the driver's cockpit, this is no microphone, so we've scrapped the microphones, and this is what it's like once I get past the traffic lights. The one trouble is, obviously, on the roads, you're not extracting everything out of it. You know that when you're accelerating 0 to 70 miles an hour on a motorway, pulling on, that's about as extreme as you can get. Obviously, roundabouts and some country roads, you can feel the handling. But you're never ever going to be pushing it at 100% of you, well, hopefully of you, or the car, without taking it to a racetrack. It's what it's been built for, it's what it's designed for. It literally is a race car for the roads. Number 2 is that it's even more driver focused than the standard GT4. Now, we all know the Cayman 718 GT4 chassis is just beautifully designed, and the RS is even better. They've made some very subtle tweaks that make a big difference to the handling. Now, of course, carbon ceramic brakes are going to make a big difference, but we also have the car 10mm lower than the GT4, 30mm lower than the standard Cayman. You'll also find uprated springs and dampers, a wider track at the front by 6mm and a whopping 8mm at the back, all designed to make you as a driver enjoy and extract as much as you can out of this car. The handling, I mean, is a little bit bumpy on a normal drive, but as soon as you're tucking it into the bends, the front nose tucks in really well. That was the one problem with my GT4, was it suffered a little bit of understeer with the factory settings. It's completely eliminated in this. The aero, the downforce, everything is just chucking you around those corners. Paired with Michelin Cup 2s, what more can you expect from an RS Porsche car? Just the way it hooks up, it tucks in, you can put the power down. You can feel it moving underneath you, but it's not out of control. It's just adapting to the road surface, adapting to what you're letting it do. It's an incredibly designed machine. Number 3, the styling and aerodynamics. Everything on this car has been designed to make the air flow over it in a certain way. And starting with the obvious, the carbon fibre swan neck spoiler, which is just beautifully designed and has an incredible purpose. It's even adjustable. Now, we also have the intakes here. This is actually pulling air in into the intake, which is right behind your head. You can just hear the air next to you being sucked in, making the noises inside incredible. You also have extra intakes here, and my favourite bit is over at the front, because you've got some ducts here which actually release the pressure from under the wheel arch, meaning the front end isn't going to lift as much. Now again, you've got some more intakes on the front bonnet, different to the standard GT4, which actually cool your brakes down. You notice all sorts of different things, like some extra bits here. The wheel arch is even different to standard GT4. all designed to get this airflow down the car nice and easily and let the car just glide through. Now we also have an adjustable splitter, something different to the GT4 standard. It's just incredible all the thought that Porsche have put into this car, and it doesn't stop there either. Because all of this gives the RS 20% more downforce than a standard GT4. That's ridiculous. Number 4 has got to be the interior, because not only is it race car-y, it's also really luxurious. Now we have the bucket seats that have carbon fibre as well. These are actually super comfy than what you'd expect. But if you have a bad back or you fancy a little bit more luxury, you can get the standard seats without an additional cost. Now, because we've got the Y-Sack package, you'll find carbon fibre literally everywhere on the interior, as well as a Y-Sack badge as well on your cup holders. And it wouldn't be a GT Porsche car without a fire extinguisher in the passenger seat. Has to be done. Now you do, of course, get a roll cage. It's usually steel, but because of the Y-Sack pack we've got on this model, it is actually a titanium roll cage. But you also get all your creature comforts: Apple CarPlay, temperature control, radio, sat-nav. But my favourite feature inside is the buttons you get in your centre console. It's basically like a toy box. Now you have your PDK Sport to put the gearbox into a more aggressive mode, ready to go. Your suspension adaptive button, which means it's going to be a little bit harsher and ready for the track. Traction control and ESC off. I'm going to leave those ones alone today. Exhaust, open it up and really let it sing. Your front axle lift, a godsend for speed bumps, which actually lifts the front end of the car by 30mm. And of course, automatic stop-start. I like to turn that one off. And reason number 5, it just puts a smile on your face. Whether you're looking at it, driving it, it's really a car that just makes you happy. This machine is just incredible, and there's no other way to put it. The whole trying to put it into words is actually really difficult without saying the same amazing, fantastic, making you smile. Like, I find myself repeating this because it is all of that. It's, yeah. And they say money can't buy happiness, but it really can when it can buy a GT4 RS. Now, I've heard amazing things of these on track. Maybe one day Porsche GB, but for now, you guys know the drill. To make my journey your journey, like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.